All right guys, delivery updates time. So just a huge shout out if you're watching this, you obviously have purchased a bike or you're thinking about purchasing one. So yeah, mind my industrial desk here. But we're just gonna give you a production update, what's in stock and what your estimated wait times are. Please refer to the delivery updates page on the braaap website because maybe you're not watching this video the day we recorded it. But here we are. You can see there's bikes everywhere, so that's good news. Now, firstly, if you're a lease customer, I have a big change there. So we're only going to be selling and allocating lease bikes to people that are the bikes that are actually available. So that's a big shift with the leasing program. There's heaps of bikes available. Please remember lease, like our standard leasing program, and leasing, our 24-month finance partner, two separate things. So just say that up front. The good news is ST400s, you guys would be seeing this everywhere, but they're finally here. So that's been our big delay because it's a new model. Really big point to consider is that if it's a new model like the ST400, this is the first production run, there's always a greater risk of delay on a new model because we have to wait for compliance, government, heaps of stuff. Once it's in production, it's much more manageable for us, but that doesn't mean that we haven't had delays, which some of you guys watching, depends on which model you've ordered, would be experiencing delays. But about 85% of the bikes we're selling at the moment are getting delivered either on our projected date or earlier. So just consider that. Make sure you read the delivery updates page. Talk to us if a delay is a concern to you. We're trying to make sure we do these worth your wait promos. So everyone's bought on different deals. The longer you wait, maybe the more discount you got, that type of thing. So ST400 guys, it's going to take us 2 weeks to produce all the bikes and backfill them. Now, then you have to wait for a truck. So it depends where you live. If you're in super regional area, allocate a little bit more time. But good news, they're getting built. ST250 people, bikes are in stock. So again, we should hit whatever delivery date you've been promised. Plus, obviously, there's the risk of the truck getting to your house. So if you live in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, it's going to be much faster than if you live in Darwin. So just keep that in mind. Talk to the delivery updates team about that stuff if you have any questions. Moto E's 5,000 and 8,000 watts are in stock. So if you order one of them or have one of them, you can expect a good delivery date. 10,000 watts are delayed. We push the delivery date back on those quite a long way. And we're also incentivizing 10,000 watt people to try and jump on the 8,000 watts. So talk to the sales guys about that if you'd rather get a bike quicker and drop back to the 8 or the 5,000 watt. MX450, you can see some over there, but they're in production. Got a heap of those sold on pre-orders. I know you guys are hanging to ride for spring and summer. So they're in production. We've put the delivery estimate up on the delivery page, but they are still from today, probably about 60 days. Check the delivery update page because we update that as soon as we get more info. So I'm giving you a general, what I know based on chatting to the suppliers, but if we get more info later today, we'll update it as soon as we get it. What else we got? SS125. Some of those, there'll be about half a dozen of those fulfilled this week, and then the next shipment is again about, what are we, so September. It's going to be end of October, roughly, for the rest of the SSs to be fulfilled. So please stick with us on that model. We're doing our best to speed that one up. Moto 4 and cruisers, they're in production. They're about to be on the water, so that's a good one. If you've ordered one of them, that's first in, first served. So there's probably two types of people who've ordered Moto 4s and cruisers. Those that ordered, a couple of months ago, you'll get fulfilled sooner. If you order it today, whatever delivery date, I think we've got 60 days, maybe 90 days, depends on if you looked at it this video today or in a few days' time. But the estimations for the cruiser and the Moto 4 from today should be about right. I'm thinking it's going to be about 4 weeks before we have the bikes here and start having them built. So please stick with us on that. And yeah, that's a good bike for us, but production has been good for it. But this latest shipment, there are some people who've waited too long. So there'll be a mix in that. Those are our two highest volume bikes at the moment, the Cruiser and the Moto 4. There's going to be a mix of some people who've waited a bit too long and some people who got lucky and will get their bike sooner. So just stick with us on that as well, please. And there are bikes in stock at some dealers. Like I know Moto 4 have bikes in stock up on the Gold Coast. So if you're looking to get a bike, please consider that. It is more expensive, obviously, to get a bike that's in stock, ready to go. But if the weight is a worry, do that. What else we're going to talk about? So we've covered STs, the Cafe Racer range, electric, SS125, MX450, dirt bikes, the MX17, MX125, MX110, MX13, they're in stock. You can probably see them here somewhere. Electric mountain bikes, they're in stock. So stick with us on those as well. So that's a bit of an update. Yeah, huge thank you to those who jump on board with us. We're working really hard to balance doing these build to order promos, which is efficient for us from a financial point of view because we build what we sell, but there is the risk of delay versus having bikes in stock. Like you can see, there's a mixture. So we're doing our best to try and add huge value to you guys. We really care about delivery times. The sooner we get you your bike, the better it is for us because you're a braaap customer then. So we're fully incentivized to get you your bike quicker than we promise, but it's logistics, it's manufacturing, it's the world in 2023, so sometimes there are delays. But I just want to reinforce the point that we have a huge pool of people. So some people will be getting lucky and get their bike early. That's happening every day at the moment. Others have to wait just because of the time they ordered and things outside of our control. So anyway, I hope that gives you an overview. We're also super focused on quality control. So say for the ST400s here, we've got the bikes in, we're test riding. I'm about to go for another test ride myself now, running through our A4 page of 2 columns of checks that we do before we go for test ride. The boys fuel them up, test ride them here before we load them on the truck and deliver them to you ready to ride. So always a big improvement and something that we're constantly trying to get better at and be efficient but be great. So that's good. What else can I tell you guys while I got your attention? I think the other thing is spare parts. We're doing a bigger investment in fulfillment of our spare parts. We've got another guy hopefully starting. He's got a leader of the spare parts division. We've made an offer to him, so we're investing in more people. He should be starting in 2 weeks. Just a bit of an insight for you. We have a lot of options and upgrades, spare parts, and it is an area that takes a lot of people. So we're constantly putting more into that. The support team as well, especially if you're an electric person, one of the Moto EV bikes, those support tickets are taking longer than expected, but the rest of the support, like the normal gas engines, our support ticket's pretty reasonable. So the support team are working super hard. We're here to help, and yeah, so that's a bit of a general braaap overview. So thank you guys. It's coming into riding season, so I know you guys are hanging for your bikes, and we can't wait to see new bike day pics from all of you guys waiting. Talk soon. Braaap.